Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Ecom and Beyond.
What up?
And today, of course, I got my buddy Anthony Picksburgh in the house.
What up, guys?
We appreciate you guys being here and taking time out of your day to enjoy a little bit of me and Anthony in the mornings.
Yay.
So first off, we got the broski point going to $100. Let me throw that in there.
No, I actually see Johnny Cajun Roots in there before him, so maybe give each of them one. On my end, at least, Cajun Roots shows up first.
Really?
Yeah. I see $100 at $8.33, Cajun at $8.32.
All right, I'll give both of them one because I see $100 at $7.47.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't mind. Don't go back that far.
I'll give them both one.
Make it rain. Broski punch.
Cajun Roots Reseller, good morning. Simply Dana, good morning. Alexis KIT Enterprises, what is up? Kelly the Ecom on board, good morning. No money G.
Unit.
T's Flips, good morning. Fat Girl Son Wendy, how you doing? Uncle B's Old School Flips, what is up? Michelle Lathan, good morning.
Got Frank in the house too. Stroke of luck.
What up, Frank? He says, what up, homies?
I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm about to give you an exclusive right here on the Everyday I'm Hustling YouTube channel. Tomorrow morning on my channel for the morning show, we're going to have Frank and Jimmy on.
What?
Yeah. It's going to be like the Pittsburgh homies meet the Denver homies. It's going to be good.
It's going to be like Pittsburgh versus Denver.
Yep. Just as long as Tim Tebow ain't playing quarterback, we're good.
Where's that time? Yes, that would definitely be the hope.
Yep.
So if anybody else is lurking in the chat, please say what's up or anything in the chat so we can recognize you and say good morning to you. Hope everyone had a fantastic sales day yesterday. I had not too bad a one. Amazon was okay. eBay and Macquarie were snoozing, but
the man, the myth, the legend, Rev Resell's in the house. What's going on, Rev? He had a pretty decent weekend of sales. Yeah, absolutely. Cordell Stewart can make a appearance, or as they would say in the strip district of Pittsburgh, Cardell Start. That's like extreme Pittsburghese saying Cordell's name.
Hey, fun fact: the Steelers basically were like a trendsetter back in the day because Cordell was like the first player to probably play like 9 different positions or whatever on the field. Yep. He was definitely an athlete. I just wish he was a little better quarterback. Probably would have won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I was a Cordell fan though.
I like Cordell.
Yeah,
I like Cordell. What up, old school picker?
What
nice
up?
To see you this morning. How was your sales yesterday?
My sales were actually pretty good yesterday. I had one person buy out the rest of my Star Trek booster boxes. I had 6 of them left, and he was like, "Hey, will you sell me all 6 of these for $100?" Which is actually more money than I would have gotten for each of them individually. But he just asked for free shipping, so literally the cost of shipping is going to cover like the difference, you know. Right. So that was a pretty good sale. I've been selling a lot of cards lately. I don't know if anybody's been having trouble with payments processing. I have, and again, it could be people trying to scam me or whatnot, but I have 4 different orders open right now for trading cards that people are saying are paid for, and they're not. Like on my end, they're not showing paid. They're sending me screenshots of, either eBay or PayPal saying that it's paid, waiting for me to ship. I'm sending them screenshots of it saying that it's not paid, waiting for them to pay. So I'm not entirely sure what to do. Like, I've basically just been telling them, like, look, I emailed eBay about it, and as soon as they get back to me, I'll proceed, but I'm not sending nothing until I know that there's payment on my end. So I don't know.
I've had that happen before with a buyer, and it was during one of the glitz periods or whatever.
Yeah.
And then magically it just got paid one day.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of let it go and just thought that the unpaid case thing would take care of it.
Yeah.
And next you know, like, boom, it got paid and it got shipped out. But I heard that yesterday eBay was being a little glitchy, and some people couldn't even list.
eBay was horrible for me yesterday, man. Like, I literally had 2 buyers that bought stuff that I don't know why it wasn't letting them use their credit card or debit card or whatever to check out. And I'm like, well, PayPal gives you the option. Like, if you don't have a PayPal account and you don't want to use your balance, you could just plug in whatever debit or credit card you have and pay that way. But for some reason, this guy wasn't getting the option to even use a debit or credit card when checking out with me, because I still use PayPal as my means of payment or whatever. So literally, I just told the guy, like, look, because I couldn't figure out what to do, and eBay is not even available right now. So I just said, look, man, I'm going to cancel the order, and I'm going to repost a listing right now, and I'm going to make sure that the payment and everything is copacetic on my end, and then I'll send you the link to the new listing. You just go in there and click buy it now, and boom, you'll get it. So I did that, and it ended up working the second time around. So I don't know what was going on, if there was like a glitch on the original listing or what, but I recreated a listing from scratch and it worked for him. So I don't know. But yeah, I've had so many problems with payments and payment processing and everything just in the past like 3 to 4 days.
So good morning to the Never Ending Saga. Nice to see you.
What's up? Kevin's here. That was the running joke yesterday on Jenny and Victoria's live show with Le Mustache, Larry Lafferty.
I couldn't watch it yesterday, sadly. I was
I told Victoria she needs to send me that mustache logo that she had for Larry. It was like perfect. It had like glasses and like the mustache, and like it just said Larry Lafferty to me, you know.
I'll have to make a custom LL stash logo.
Would you rock an LL Stash t-shirt?
I don't know if it'll look right with the beards. You know what I mean? Like Clash. Yeah.
So is the beard getting a little bit jealous of like all of the acclaim that the stash is getting now?
No, never. Cajun Roots Reseller said that sounds like a scam. That people
that's why I haven't done anything with it. And I don't know if you guys know this, but due to Corona, eBay's customer service, like people that do the phones, they're not in. So, I mean, I just keep telling people, like, look, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, until it shows paid on my end, I cannot send it. You know what I mean? And luckily, the people that I'm dealing with right now have been, you know, pretty cool about it for all things considered. But I know if I was a customer, it would irritate me a little bit. You know what I mean? Like paying and then somebody saying, well, I don't see you paid, you know, but I don't know.
Yeah, T-Flip says, yeah, I sold an item from offers. Guys paid it, showed paid, and shipped now. About to ching an hour later, thought I made another sale. So that's crazy.
Looks like the branded one's in the chat. Brittany. What's going on, Brittany?
You got the brands? We got,
James Closet, good morning.
We got Perlini in the house. Good morning.
Good morning, Lynn. She's always in here with that hand sanitizer.
Got to. That's how you got to start your day. A little sanitizer.
Sanitation.
Get your day going. Morning, Pest. Good morning. Just me, Kathy. What is up?
Kathy.
Jameson Closet. Good morning. Nice to see everyone this morning. Yeah, I didn't know it was all that was going on with eBay. Or I would have maybe made that a topic of the show because that's a lot of different information.
Again, I don't know if that's for everybody, but for me, the crazy thing is the only items that I'm having the issue with them paying and it not showing paid is trading cards. So I don't know if that's something with that category or what. But I did have like the one I had to completely delete the listing and cancel the order and everything and relist, and then it worked. That was a hat. So I ended up just giving the guy free shipping on the hat, just because he had to go through so many extra steps to actually get it. So, yeah, just pain in the butt.
What up, Sonny? Sonny was our guest interview yesterday.
What's up, Sonny?
If you didn't watch that, you can always go back on Anthony's channel and check it out.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So I would love to know in the chat how many people here are full-time. Press a 1, full-time reselling, and if not, press 2. There was that one gif you sent me, Sibley Dana, of that one talk show guy drinking some hand sanitizer was crazy.
That'll be the next millennial challenge now that everybody's locked up. They've moved on from the Tide Pods. Now they're going to be drinking sanitizer. Sanitizer smoothies.
So we got Picksburgh with a 1, of course.
No.
We got Frank with a 1. We got Kelly with a 2. Uncle B's with a 1. Veronica Pest with a 1. Sonny with a 2. Money G with a 1. Perlini with a 2. Steve Clips with a 2. Oops. Steve Clips with a 2. Old School Picker with a 1. Sandollar with a 1. Jameson Closet with a 2. D, if you're full-time, press 1. And if you do this part-time and work a job or just, do something else with your reselling, then press 2. So we got a nice healthy mix of people that do this half full-time, half part-time. So this would be pretty cool to see some different answers of what they tried to get to go full-time, or maybe they had unexpected job loss or just said they couldn't take it anymore and left. So if you were able to build up and kind of pick and choose when you went full-time, what are some things in the chat that you guys did? Like what things that you made to look for, what you wanted to wait for or have before you decided, I got this, I'm just going to run with it and do it.
I say before we even get into that, Nate, we need to address the doo-doo brown in the room. They're talking about, like, I guess there's now videos on the internet of kids licking toilets. That's awesome. We've made doo-doo brown like a trend-setting topic around the world, Nate. Now everybody's trying to get close to the doo-doo brown.
What in the world? Why would people make videos of that?
I don't know. All right, guys, press a 1 in the chat if you want to see Nate go lick his toilet.
No. Tease Flip says, I would need 1 year salary and savings to attempt.
Look, Frank wants to see it.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not. My chances, that would probably raise my chances of getting the virus. We're getting like an extra 25% or something.
You get the doo-doo virus.
Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. Yeah, I ended up getting the doo-doo virus.
Nate show up tomorrow with that doo-doo virus. Wouldn't that be crazy if that's where Corona comes from, toilet licking?
I mean, it just came out of the woodwork, kind of. So, I mean, I guess it's always been around, but
I want to see the president on like a news briefing later. We found the source of the coronavirus. And then out of nowhere, it'll be like the doo-doo brown picture that I normally pop up on the screen. That'd be awesome.
Mirage Pass says my regular job ended when the company went out of business, so I went full time right after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, with that, you have to just kind of go with it if you're able to, or you didn't really have a choice because of your job getting pulled. Sandollar says I don't depend on it. Do it just to have something to do. That's awesome. Uncle B says I was in an argument with my boss and then I went full time. If that was the case, I should have went a long time ago with Mr. Burns over here.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Good morning.
I had a similar situation as Moronic Pest. I was doing it just part time as like a hobby with Pokemon cards, video games, that kind of stuff. Then when the church closed, I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna do this full time for the time being. I didn't realize it was gonna become something like it's become where it's like a career. You know what I mean? I just thought it would be something I'd do for a few months, while I kind of got life situated. But it's really just become something that I'm very passionate about, and I definitely want to continue to put more eggs in this basket.
Morning, Dwayne Westfall. Nice to see you. D says we started a side business. Husband's job fell through, so we started a sign/comic shop. I was still working. He was doing well, so I quit my job to work with him. That is awesome.
That's awesome.
That's crazy how things kind of just work out. You know what I mean? Like,
Wow. D says 23 years without a regular paycheck. That's awesome. And it shows that you're good at what you do if you can make it 23 years full time in this business, without, for example, with your husband doing it with you, you know what I mean? Like, you guys don't have to rely on like a regular paycheck. Because I know for me, like, there are certain weeks that, like, I'm like, thank the Lord my wife has, technically 2 regular jobs, because if she didn't, you know what I mean, we wouldn't be making it this week. So that definitely shows a lot of skill and knowledge what you do.
Jameson Claus says it's my only job, just need enough to make the house payment every month. Rest is extra money.
Yeah. Uncle B says medical issues are the real reason. He's a reseller. He's a mechanic before all that. Yeah, that was part of it. For me, it was A, the church closed, and B, like, I'm not really able to hold down a full-time job with, a lot of the issues I have physically as well. So definitely.
Kelly, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Kelly said this is my retirement plan, but it also helps pay for my martial arts expenses, tournaments, travel, equipment. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, some of the extra stuff that like that you can do or whatever on the side can cost some serious money. Depending on what it is and everything. So, that's awesome that it can help, pay for that stuff and also put a little thing in the bank account to, make sure that you enjoy life at the end of all this,
Yeah. Best offer Queens in the house. What is going on?
What up? Nice to see you.
Yeah. Saw you live yesterday. It was nice getting to see you.
Mark Pest says, I've been a part-time reseller for 10 years while I was working for someone else, mostly working the weekends. Yeah, I hope I don't have to go that far, but I mean, if it has to be, it has to be. That's the way I kind of look at it. You know what I mean?
My thing is, I think if you were single, you probably would have already gone full time. If like you didn't have a wife and a kids to worry about, you know what I mean? As far as like insurance and just having extra money, because like honestly, dude, like you friggin' ball on Amazon. So, and I know it doesn't feel like balling to you, but you definitely make full time income on Amazon.
Yeah, I mean, like I haven't done my taxes yet, but I've done enough information to look at like most of the data and stuff like that. And I did make a nice chunk of change last year. I mean, it wasn't. I would say it wasn't as much as my full-time job, but I mean, I kind of really didn't get Amazon rolling until like
Dude, you're
third
gonna
month in.
blow your full-time job out of the water this upcoming year.
I have a feeling so as well.
I mean, dude, you pretty much already are. Just this last month, like March, like you literally just in March alone, you probably at least did 1/5 of what you did last year in an entire year.
Yeah. Yeah, like today is the last day of March, of course. And for the last 30 days I had 11.13. So that is a new record for me. So that is pimp. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, that's legit, dude.
That's the thing I love to see is just seeing the green numbers at the top for last month, last year, just be, super high compared to what they were, months before.
Mhm.
That's just seeing that type of thing is just so much motivation for me. Everything Saga says, do you guys use Instagram as a means to bring attention to your business? I've just started using Instagram really to bring followers and subscribers over to YouTube, but going into the future, in the future, I plan on doing that as well.
I need to. You know what I would really like to do, Nate? And I'm not the greatest with like video editing and doing stuff like this, but I would like to do like little highlight clips of the show and make those like little Instagram ads.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or like little TikTok things. Like promoting the show and both of our channels.
I think Instagram you can only go like 30 seconds, I think.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. Like I don't know anything about that, but I've seen not like other channels, but other like medias do that. You know what I mean? Like for example, like like Stephen A. Smith, or you know what I mean? Like any of those shows, like they'll have like little clippets that make you want to go check out the full thing.
Right. Yeah, we'll have to look into that because I know I can do it, especially a short clip like that.
Yeah.
We have to kind of cherry pick and figure out what stuff we want to put in, and we'll have to figure that out after, after.
You should have your wife make us like TikTok famous because I know she's like a TikToker.
Yeah, she loves TikTok, man. And, a lot of TikTok's a very cool platform. Like I even watched a couple videos, not like anything super crazy because I try not to get like sucked into something like that, but because I wouldn't get any work done then. But you know what I mean? Like it's nice to have somewhat of a distraction, especially for this time. It's short videos, so it's not like you're watching something super long. And it's a bunch of different type of content to make you laugh, pranks, different things like that. My wife even picked up some cooking tips from TikTok. What did she make the other day? Oh, it was fire. Oh my god, it was so good. I can't remember what it was though. It was something with chicken and potatoes, and then something with something as simple as grilled cheese. Because did you taste anything different? I was like, well, the grilled cheese seemed to be a lot more crispy, like good crispy, like not soggy.
Yeah,
like grilled crispy, like a professional restaurant type thing. Like, because I've eaten grilled cheese, not like I ordered, but like my kids didn't eat it. And I'm like, here, give it here. I'm hungry. I'll eat it.
Yeah.
But it was like that. And she's like, you know what I did different? I'm like, no. She said she put mayo instead of butter on the outside. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's what Frank just said in the chat. Use mayo.
Yeah. I was like, what? I just couldn't believe that was the case. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Dana just said air fryer grilled cheese is yummy, crunchy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
We just got an air fryer.
Air fryers rock, man. I love mine.
Yeah, we used it for the first time yesterday. We had some fried chicken from Giant Eagle that was like leftover fried chicken, and I was gonna throw it in the microwave, and I was like, it's gonna be all soggy and nasty. And I was like, Ash, if I throw this stuff in your air fryer, will it get crunchy again? And it came out just like it would be like from when we originally bought it from Giant Eagle, like hot and crispy. And
yeah, it was good, man. I really enjoyed my air fryer. It's one of the better buys that I did for the household.
Yeah, Yeah, we literally just got it the other day. I don't know where Ash got it from. She like ordered it offline or something. They had some kind of special running or something like that.
OSP said, with my son having autism, when my wife got sick, it forced me to quit my job and it became a full-time. I had to be home to help with my son. Yeah, autism, I deal with that as well. My son has a little like touch of it. Like he's somewhere, I don't know how you say it, low or high, but he just has a little bit of it. And man, like I know you guys have been here during some working hangouts and stuff. And man, he gets a temper, man. Then Dad has to go up there and kind of straighten things out.
Yeah,
Get him to calm down. But if I know we've talked, and that can be hard, in itself. So I can understand why you did what you did. But I'm glad you're doing something you love and you're doing it. Doing pretty well at it as well. So I mean, in a way that made things right with you. So being able to help with with your son and doing something you love, it's a good combo. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But yeah, I think you're right. Like you were talking about, like with me, like going full time or whatever. Like I probably would have if I most definitely would have if I was by myself. But I try not to think like that because, like, you know what I mean. Like it's not like I want to just dip off on my family and just go full time. But
Nate,
it's easier to take care of people.
Brad wants you to give one of these away, Nate.
Let me log into YouTube.
Yeah, he wants you to give one to Best Offer Queen. If Resell says it, you got to do it.
You got it. Say no more. Let me just find my chat here. I'm probably super behind the chat right at this point.
That's awesome. Sandollar says they use the air fryer when they go camping.
You guys got a moment since I'm switching over to YouTube?
They use the rookie move.
My computer like won't let me click the button until it plays like 3 seconds or so. But if you got a second, smash that thumbs up button for me, and that will help the channel get a little bigger. Get your boy to 1K. If you could do that, I'd really appreciate it.
Yep, and also if you guys could share out the morning show, we would appreciate that too. Just on a consistent basis, if possible. Definitely trying to get it a little bit bigger.
Let's see. I think I got everyone. I gave y'all 2 wrenches, so that should be it. I don't see anybody else in the chat.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Kathy. She's talking about a patient passing away.
Yeah,
how hard that was. I've seen that happen with Ashley several times, and there's actually a period of time where she actually wasn't caregiving for a while because of that. So, yeah, I know how horrible that can be.
Yeah, my wife, she did the same thing. Like she was working in homes and stuff, and she'd come home crying, and I'm like, "What is wrong?" Like I just talked to you on the phone like 10 minutes before you're about to leave work, and she's like, "Someone passed away right as I was walking out the door." It's tough because you grow these relationships with people, and then next thing you know, you either go to work or it happens at work, and it's like your best friend passed away. So it's a lot of attachment that goes along with doing that type of job because you're taking care of them, you're spending so much time with them. They become like a friend, or to you like you're the daughter or whatever, because you're helping them, and it's tough.
Hey, Jennifer.
What up, guys? Stroke of luck. Frank said worked for 20 years, 50 hours a week. Career ended with 45-second meeting. Sent packing. So much for hard work and dedication. That's exactly what happened in my last job.
Yeah,
I worked there. I was only there for 7 months, but it was a union job, and I was like next on the list. And next, they brought me in because I was like next up, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to be in the union today, right for Christmas. That's awesome. And they told me that they knew I was going to be upset because I'm just a very passionate person about anything I do. So They tried to bring me in to calm me down before I freak out. It didn't work out very well. As I
You
said,
getting the horns, Nate?
oh, they got some horns. I had to get escorted out by security, so I ain't leaving. I was like, I ain't leaving. They're like, yeah, you are. I'm like, no, I'm not. You better call the National Guard because I ain't leaving. I'm going to work. I got
I
10
would
days.
love to see you get like somebody try to fire you, Nate. Like the day that Mr. Burns finally has enough. Like I want to be a fly on the wall for that.
That like two things I cannot handle: stupidity and just businesses doing stupidity things. You know what I'm saying? Like just firing 40 people 10 days before Christmas.
Yeah.
Like I was depending on that next paycheck because I got paid every week to pay for Christmas because it was going to be right before Christmas Eve. Like I was going to get it. So we were going to go last minute Christmas shopping because like financially I was bad. Like I was working part time and we were just struggling to make it. And yeah, we didn't have a good Christmas at all that year. And then finding a job I couldn't find a job till February. You know what I mean? Like there was nothing around.
Yeah.
No, my G said been reselling on the side for 20 years, part time on and off. Took me about 2 years to learn all I need to know before jumping full time. That is what's up, man. I hope I can do that soon. Brittany says I quit my 9 to 5 Wells Fargo Bank after maternity leave. I used to be a virtual assistant from home and found out about reselling.
It's awesome.
That's kind of like how of course I didn't have maternal leave, but like I was hurt from work, and that's how I got even found out about it. Duane Westfield, I hope I said that right. I apologize. I'm bad with pronunciation. 40 years full time in business, wouldn't change it for anything. That is awesome.
That is awesome.
Steven says basically that you can keep up with your bills, how you like to live, what kind of job you do. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if you can manage your spending all the way down, you know what I mean. You don't have to do you don't have to have fantastic numbers to go full time, especially if you're by yourself.
Yeah,
but Sonny said I started reselling to get out of living paycheck to paycheck. Only time I look at my bank account is when someone mentions it's payday just to see it grow. That's kind of how I am as well, but I spend, I push a lot of money into my Amazon because I just, what I mean? Like I just know what I need to survive, and I basically run down to that like every time. But I can I can dig what you're saying. What up, Matt? Sorry I didn't say hi to you sooner, but I'm behind in the chat.
I was gonna say you're super far back.
Yeah, Occasion reseller, what is up? Jennifer Hayes, what is up? Good morning. Ron Pest, I worked for the VP, and he used to spend his day yapping in my lab. One day I put my foot down saying I couldn't get any work done with him in there, and he got my subtle message and bugged off. That's awesome.
Nana Tink's in the house. What's up, Nana Tink?
What up,
Got your package shipped out yesterday, UPS. I sent you an email with the tracking info.
I meant to ask you for her info. I forgot.
I sent it to you.
Did you?
Yeah, I forwarded an email to you.
Oh, that's probably why I never check my email. I just get so many emails. I'll have to check it out after the show, and I'll try and get it out today, Nana. If not, I'll do it tomorrow. I apologize. Frank says, talk about dumb decisions. They let me go January 23rd. It's my birthday. They should have cut me loose before the first of the year. Since it was January 1st, they had to pay me for 4 weeks vacation, 2 weeks of sick pay. Yeah, that is crazy.
Good morning, Dee. Good to see you.
Always good to see you. I got a frog in my throat all of a sudden. But yeah, I mean, for me going forward, definitely want to keep what I'm doing. Try to bring down costs, from subscriptions to just daily spending as much as I can. If I can get my spending down some and really get some cash flow built in while I'm doing that, I definitely feel like I can do it, even with, family and 3 kids, on my back to carry them along. I just have a good feeling, man, that like, especially if it was like normal garage sale season right now, like being able to get stuff for really cheap prices and just really just pack the house just with a bunch of good stuff to list. Um, I really feel like I could really do it. But I think the one thing that would like really, um, like be a sticking point for me is just kind of making sure that I follow like a schedule. Because when I was off for a couple days, even the other day, like I was off for a day and a half. You know what I mean? Like I get sucked into doing this, and then next it's like, well, half day's gone. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like because I'm used to like having a schedule, like with work, like okay, I do the morning show, wake up, do the morning show, go to work, come home from work, I work. You know what I mean? I kind of have like a little schedule like that, so it would be best for me and for the kids and for business and everything else just to kind of try and keep on some type of schedule like that. So me and my wife would have
a schedule, man.
What's that?
I said you need a schedule because if you don't have some kind of at least like a skeleton to follow, like that'll just allow for so much slacking.
Right. Like I wouldn't want it to be I wouldn't want it to be like super like dialed in, like okay, I'm gonna list for an hour, like nothing like that, but like, just get some work done from this point to this point. And if the wife's doing something with the kids and I'm just kind of home, then I'll switch gears and just go do some bonus work or something. I mean, some days are sometimes worse than others where you need to get down there for an extra 2 hours or whatever just to catch up. Like say I got a huge haul from Goodwill, or or I got a bunch of stuff from garage sales, or I just went sourcing, or maybe I need to get some more stuff because I found stuff on Brooksy that I can go drive and go pick up. I just need to have some type of like thing, even if it's like 10 hours a day, like working, and then the other, because I only sleep like 5 hours. Like I went to sleep at 4 o'clock last night, and I slept for 5 hours. So like out of 24, I'm up 19, 18 hours, let's just say. So if I'm working for 10 with the family for 8, then I can kind of make sure the 8 is prime time for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like good time for them that they're up and all that type of stuff. So it's not like, well, they go to bed at say 9. We'll do the kids section super late, and then they end up sleeping during that period. So I just have to kind of line things up with the post office and getting stuff up and everything else. So, right, best offer queen. I really wish I could go garage selling right now.
Yeah, me too. I want to go to a community sale in the worst way.
Yeah, like I'm like dying over here basically.
Yep.
The only thing I've been able to do, like really, like on like the eBay side, is I've been doing Shop Goodwill, which I was hanging out with Uncle B and Frank last night, and I'd probably hang out after work. And Frank was really checking a lot of stuff out, and he was kind of surprised what the stuff was like. It wasn't ended yet, but you know what I mean? Like some of the prices they start at, what you can try and get, and what they had. I mean, I found there's a plush that probably could go for $300 on Goodwill last night. So you know what I mean? Like there's definitely some awesome stuff going on.
Yep.
Yeah, Mariah Pest says I miss your outdoor flea market early morning buys, no doubt.
Yeah.
Nate, are you participating with April Fool's Day or tomorrow with Mr. Burns? I hope not. I hope not. You might get socked. He says the word FIRE to me.
That would be hilarious.
Frank said he's seen that wireless computer mouse that went for $9. Should get 75 to $80 for it.
Nice.
I've picked up quite a few lots from Goodwill just to kind of give me a little, a little extra on some stuff to list, and gotten some couple good deals, man. I'm hoping they get shipped out here shortly. Which,
yeah, I got the order I ordered from them a few days ago.
Oh, you got something from them? I didn't even know you ordered something.
Yeah, I'll show you. I think I have it down here. I have it here in this IKEA bag.
Yeah, a little show and tell with the Berg. Oh, that Cavs jersey. That's what.
Brand new with tags for it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, and they normally don't make this style of jersey in any bigger than like a 3XL. So finding it at a 4 was awesome. So it's new with tags. So I'm considering keeping it just because it's my size and I'm a huge Cavs fan.
Would you end up paying for that? Like all said and done?
I think like $15.
What up, Paul? Nice to see you.
Granted, LeBron's a Laker now, but he's one of the best players of all time and played for my favorite team. So,
yeah, Tank says I got a nice piece of uranium glass from Shop Goodwill. Hope it gets here soon. I think it was the same one I was looking at, Tank, because I was thinking about bidding on it, but I was like, I don't know nothing about glass. It could be. I mean, I know uranium glass is good, but like if I go in a bidding war with somebody, which probably would have been you. You'd have probably dropped it on me like it was hot. And next, I'm losing money on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, anybody who's really like, man, I need some inventory, in the worst way. I'm tired of listing like my death pile. That's really like my duds or whatever. It's worth a look. You know what I mean? If there's pieces that, that you're like questioning their authenticity and stuff like that. Sometimes they'll have it on the listing where they'll say like, yeah, this is legit. We looked up the information. We went to so-and-so website and got authenticated. Or if they don't have anything mentioned, message them because they'll actually look into it. And if it's not, say for some reason it's not, then you have, a way to return it because of it being not what they said. But they do a lot of research. A lot of the video game stuff, they won't test. But if you message them and say, hey, does this work? They'll turn it on and see if it will turn on or work for you. So that's like a little advantage that you kind of get where it says it's not been tested. Everyone else is bidding who doesn't message them, thinks that it's not tested, but actually it does work and everything. So there's a nice little tip.
Yeah, Paul was saying the thing he doesn't like about Goodwill or shopgoodwill.com is the shipping is so high. Yeah, that's one thing that I account for in any lot I'm considering buying or bidding on there is you have to factor in the fact that they do a handling fee and they also do shipping, which is always higher than what it actually costs to ship the item.
If you buy multiple lots, like for example, like because of the whole thing going on with all the Goodwills in my area being shut down, normally I would just go pick it up. But like I had like 8 lots or something like that total. And as long as you can fit it under 20 pounds in that box, they'll combine shipping for you. And like for me, getting like 6 of my 8 lots, it was like $6 shipping. So, because it was in Pennsylvania. So I usually typically shop just in my local locations in Pennsylvania, maybe a couple close in Ohio. So just keep that in mind because then it won't be too bad because like $6 on, like 8 lots or whatever, it's only an extra $1 a lot or whatever. But that's the only way you can kind of combat the shipping, which I definitely understand what you're saying, because I used to do it over the broad of all Goodwills and just search just normally. But you can do it by if you go to your search tab right underneath is advanced search, and then you go to seller, type in like your state or like the abbreviation of your state, and it'll bring up all the listings that actually your places actually are in your state that sell there. So
Let's see what's up to Grimes Finds. What's up, Justin? Good to see you, man.
what
Adventures in Reselling. Great to see you.
what is up? Hope you guys are doing awesome. But yeah, I mean, like Nan Tink says, they also have some stuff. It's I think it's buy it now with 1 cent shipping. I don't know if they have some stuff with auction with 1 cent shipping, but they definitely have some stuff with the 1 cent shipping, like like buy it now or whatever. But most of the time, the best deals you're going to find, unless they really mess up on one of those buy nows, are going to be your auctions.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Tink says I'm going to be doing some weekly videos on glassware, what it is, what it looks like, and some basic info of what I know about it, kind of like my recent Bake Light video. That's cool.
Awesome, because I suck at glassware, so I'll be looking out for those.
I was talking with Tim from Over the Years.
Yeah.
And like he does a lot of glass too, and I'm like, man, like I'm in like the glass capital of the world, because Pyrex actually gets made like across the river for me.
Oh yeah.
Like their nickname now is like the Pyrex PA or whatever. Because, it's there's a Corning building like right across the river from me, and they've been there forever. So there's a lot of vintage glass that I'll see a lot of the Pyrex that's like the older stuff, and so on and so forth. And I'm like, I really don't know much, but now I know if I can pick it up for a couple bucks, even if I got to clean it up like he was doing in one of his videos with his mom. I picked up a lot from that, so I'll definitely check out those, man. I'm always trying to suck up some information, especially stuff that normally I wouldn't even look at. You know what I mean? Like I want to be able to get everything out the Goodwill, everything out of any garage sale, and really, pick it apart and take all the money out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
What up, LSP?
What up, Craig?
Good to see you, buddy. We got Thrifting Goomba in the house. Really appreciate everyone coming in and saying hello, hanging with us this morning.
Absolutely. So we never got your take on when should you quit your job, Mr. Want to quit your job.
That is more than less. It's like the elephant in the room. Like I kind of know what, like cash flow wise, what I have to have or what I hope to have, but it's just really finding, that good opportunity. Like, I mean, like for example, like I'm making a killing on Amazon. Like Amazon already owes me like they might be like 4,000 already next pay.
Yeah.
Already, if I remember right. Let me look real quick. I think it's something like that. So I got that money coming in. We got the of course the stimulus money coming in.
Mm-hmm.
My paycheck coming in. Like I have a lot of stuff just about to start flowing in. So it's honestly, depending on how everything kind of rolls around, you know what I mean? Like it depends. It could be soon, you know what I mean? But it also depends on what's going on in the outside world here, because if I can't source normally how I would like to, you know what I mean? Like there's not going to be any way that I can make sure to keep things rolling without having a little like drop in sales and everything. Well, up Blue Rhino Liquidations.
Hey, Freddie. Good to see you, man.
We got Tommy 2.0 with Bargain Effect. What up? Never too late. Anybody who comes in is always on time. Don't worry. We know how it is right now, and business is rocking for some. So you gotta get them packages out.
Yeah.
Phoenix Flipper's driving. That's all right.
You got a lot of stuff to pack and ship today?
Me? No. I packed. I had 4 merchant fills. for Amazon that are going on. I packed them already.
I have at least 10 merch fulfills because I sold out of one of the products I'm merch fulfilling.
I basically ran out of cash. Like that was the only thing that like stopped me from really just like pumping it out. I actually messaged somebody telling them like, "Hey man, like, yeah, you might want to check out some merch fulfill stuff." Who I knew does Amazon, and I was trying to get him to go. Not saying what I was buying, but like, I mean, I was telling him what opportunities were out there, and he was saying that he was supposed to give it a shot. So I wonder if he did anything or not. I have to check back with him. Yeah, but merch fulfill for Amazon is amazing right now, and the main reason is their shipping is so out of whack right now. Like we were looking at stuff last night. Um, Frank was looking for Stroke of Luck was looking for a charger for I think it was his wife's or his daughter's Chromebook, and like everything was like either in Amazon warehouse, which they're not going to put a any type of priority shipping that out or anything like that.
Yeah.
Talking about like into April.
Yeah, it's insane.
One tip I'll give everyone too is even if you see like on the listing it says like a long like shipping date, add it to your cart and then put it in like that, and then right before you're about to pay, it'll give you a date again, and that usually is the more realistic number. But man, that one was like right on point with what the listing said. So anybody who has stuff that's merch fulfill right now, put it up for merch fulfill, because people are like, I don't want to wait 3 weeks to do that or whatever.
Some stuff you can get more money than what FBA is charging too.
Gates C. Picker says, "Hey Nate, does Amazon pay out everyone on the same day, or is it different for every person? Like my next payment is on May 5th. Yeah, everyone is different. You can request a withdrawal, which I never really recommend unless you really need the money. And that will reset basically your payment schedule. So like for me, my money gets pulled on the 2nd, which is Thursday. Mine's every 2 weeks, every Thursday, and then I'll get paid on every on the Sunday. It will drop in my account. So like Anthony's was the other day, I believe. What day was yours? Yours was what day?
Might have been Monday or Tuesday. No,
Yeah.
wait, today is Tuesday. So I don't know. It might have been Thursday or Friday then.
Grounds to know, what's the best platform to sell designer purses and jewelry?
Probably Poshmark.
Probably. Their fees are higher than any platform, but I mean, I think that's where you're going to find, the right customer to really, hop on it. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Can you do? Yeah, you do jewelry on there because I think Victoria sells jewelry on there.
Yeah, I don't think she does it anymore. I think she had some because she used to buy some, and then I think. But yeah, you can do jewelry and purses and stuff. That's all accessories. Yeah, Paul says Posh.
I never heard of Real.
Yeah, I've never heard of Real either.
You got that Real?
Definitely sounds like some
that's like literally some like type of drug lingo. I got that real man.
I mean, you can also try putting it on eBay.
I mean, is it good or is it like that real good?
I love the old school lingo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dana says Posh too. Everybody's saying real. Maybe find out. I gotta go on real too.
Kelly said real authenticates the items. Yeah, that's how you authenticate them in the hood too. Because you'll be like, is that good stuff or is that real good stuff? Is that real?
You got that butter? You got that butter? Oh man, I've never heard of that. So see, no matter what you're doing, you always learn from great people, and
Yep.
y'all just taught me something. So thank you. I appreciate that because
Yep.
I just bought a Dooney and Burke
Oh,
person.
real.
It's super high end, but I'm hoping it's real because if not, the wife's gonna get a fake.
Yeah, for real. My wife gets a fake. I'm gonna get a throat punch.
Kevin says there's a site for all types. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Brittany says when there's not the pandemic, the Real will send people to your house and inspect your items for you. Really?
Oh dang, that's what's up.
Damn, that's a good. Right, Las Vegas trips. That's a good service right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Real, you send the item in and they consign it for you. I think my wife does it a lot. They must do it a couple different ways. I mean, I'm sure if it's like some top notch, like oh my goodness type stuff, they'll come to the crib and check it out. But man, that's that's what I'm saying, Mark. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Bernie says celebrities use Real to sell their items. That's what's up. They probably get more money just because it belongs to them.
Yeah, depending on who comes to your house, that might not be a good idea. But I'm sure Real you're in good shape unless they got a friend that's down in the hood that's got an AK or something.
You don't gotta worry, Kevin. It's the real. They may or may not leave a baggie of something behind when they leave of that real.
That's Lover Queen asked, what kind of charger were you looking for, Frank? He was looking for it was for a Chromebook 12 or 16P2. I can't remember. P9. I think it was P9.
Perlini Lynn just said they have the cutest mini Spring Addiction Dooney bag on Shop Disney right now. Yeah, you don't want to say that too loud because my wife's off today. So she may be upstairs right now on her phone going to Shop Disney.
Matt says today's show has been real good.
Yeah, it's that real.
I appreciate that, man. We always try to bring some good info.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Matt.
Flipping goodies, what is up? Grimes says, I think I found about 10K in purses in the last unit, and selling as fast as I used to is not an option right now. Yeah, definitely. Guys, I mean, with everything you got going on, you know, if you
It sounds to me like you need that real.
You need that real moolah ASAP.
It's consignment though, so I don't know like how much like from a reseller standpoint. You know what I mean? Like from like an everyday person, this might be like fantastic. But like for a reseller that wants to make maximum amount of money, I don't know if that's going to be like it looks like you sign up for therealreal.com and you get 25% site credit. Yeah, I just looked it up. I haven't been on there yet.
Steven says now we got a catchphrase for the show now.
What's that?
I guess real.
Got that real. So you guys might have been watching some morning shows on YouTube, but you see this right here this is the real morning show. If it's not 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and you don't see Mr. Burns, it ain't the real morning show.
That's how you know this is our show. We got that's the way you can judge authentic. I can't even talk. Authentic.
Authenticity.
Yeah, I can't talk this morning though.
This vocabulary has been brought to you by the word real. Thanks, Lynn. I appreciate that. She says she loves this morning show. This morning show loves you.
We appreciate you.
Sonny says this is that good show. Yeah.
You know it.
And you know this, man.
that A word, right? But yeah, I think for me, like going full time, moving forward, it's more or less just keep doing what I'm doing and just keep building up. And eventually, I'm sure I'll just won't be able to stay in Mr.burns anymore, and then I'll just dip out and just do it. You know what I mean? But the main thing's got to be right. Is I have to have my cash flow right. So I'm gonna use all the opportunities that I have coming forward, like with the cash I have moving forward and everything, and just make the right moves and kind of just bob and weave the best I can until things kind of clear up, and then I can do my normal thing. But I can still source, but probably not as like I used to. But I can't send anything in like I want either. So it's either I have to merch fulfill, which merch fulfilling. I mean, unless people want to pay a little more than what the buy box is for stuff to get it faster, that might be something that works too. Maybe I should start. Has anybody dual posted an item like have it for FBM and FBA? Like, do I need would you need a separate listing for just merch fulfilled and one for FBA, or would that like do a
I would think you would need a separate listing because you go in and remember you have to like toggle it back and forth.
I think I'd have to do a separate listing. Then this way I can send it in like that.
You can probably crank up the price a little bit too for merch fulfill.
That's what I'm thinking. I wonder if I like with some stuff I have here now.
That's
like,
what I did with the item I sold out of. I actually was like $4 or $5 higher than FBA, but I can send it same day. They can't send it for weeks. So
Occasion says I do it for both. There are two separate listings. Okay. I just want to make sure. Nan Ting says, every day I'm hustling, Nate, even if you quit and found a different job part-time of something you like along doing with all your sales. Yeah, that's even, an option as well.
do they have part-time at your job that you're at now?
No. I mean, technically I could work part-time at my job now because everything going down, but I don't know. I think right now that would hurt me a little bit now, maybe a month or two from now, because I have things kind of cranking cash flow wise.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly.
Lynn was, hey, Maggie Doodle.
What up, Maggie Doodle? Good morning.
Lynn was asking if I can take sit-down baths with Epsom salt. I can, although the bathroom I have the bathtub in right now is kind of indisposed until I get some work done to the house. So right now I basically just have a shower until I can get that plumbing taken care of in that room. And the pandemic is kind of stopping that from happening because we're in the process of moving forward with some home repairs, but the pandemic is like basically keeping all reputable companies away. Like, for example, plumbing. We've been told that the only time a plumber can come to our house right now is if it's like an emergency plumbing situation. Like God forbid, like there's water all over my house or something crazy like that.
I'm
but
sure they would charge
just to do like the basic repairs that we need to get that bathroom working again. They're not going to come till after the pandemic's over.
I wonder how much they would charge. They probably charge you like literally an arm and a leg to come during what's going on now, especially if it's like a major.
Well, I got
going with my furnace once, and like it wasn't like any special crazy time of the day or anything. It was like, well, tomorrow's Christmas Eve, so it's extra. It's OT. We're charging OT. I'm like, why? It's not even a holiday yet. They're like, close enough. I'm like, what? I'm like, where do we do that at?
Cajun's asking, how do you pay for insurance when full-time reselling? Marriage. You marry somebody with insurance.
See, that is the biggest thing I would have to try and worry about is insurance, because if anything would happen to my kids or anything, or me or whatever, I would be paying out of pocket. I mean, of course, like depending on my my income and stuff like that. I mean, you can get assistance, but I typically don't like doing that. You know what I mean? I like standing up on my own 2 feet and kind of dealing with my own stuff, especially if it was something like I chose to do, versus like, me getting fired and needing support or help. Then I look at that a little differently. But yeah, that is basically the elephant in the room of problems going full time is insurance, and that's what everyone asks. And mainly, I would have to see if there's any programs or anything for someone like myself who has a small business or anything that would get any type of discounts or anything with moving forward. I'm hoping with everything going on now that insurance rates might go down, hopefully. But that's probably not the case. I'm still surprised our gas prices are going straight down the way they are.
I know.
Which is totally awesome. I'm filling up my car for like $25. They had to give me like almost half tank before.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, you need to find one that works on the side of the sand dollar because I agree. I'm sure there's a lot of plumbers and different people you can hit up on the slide tip and have them come in and do some work. Cajun Roots Reseller said, I'm really happy this morning. I got an offer for 1,000-piece puzzles for $5, and it was on sale for $19.90. I declined the offer and sold it for full price. That's what's up. That'll happen sometimes. And it's like, man, I'm glad I made that great choice. But that's why I don't mind getting like the low offers and stuff. I have a feeling or a belief that activity either boosts that listing or just the general activity on your account will give you a little extra boost on your stuff just because you're a quick response and stuff like that.
Yeah. Greg makes a good point here. He shared the healthcare.gov. It's a good place to go look if you actually have to pay to get insurance or whatnot. It's like the government marketplace for it or whatever.
Yeah. That would probably be the first place I would look. Moving forward and seeing what I can do or whatever. Because like I said, like, there's people out there that need help and stuff like that where, if I would choose personally, like, okay, I'm done, I'm leaving myself, I would want to stand on my own 2 feet more than, just going in and getting help. But I don't want to take away from people that need it the most,
I like smell the wife cooking upstairs, and it's intoxicating. It's making me want to turn into a fat kid and go up there.
T-Flip says, okay, just kidding. Divorced wives stack up. Wife and kids get Medicaid from state. Just kidding. I've heard of people that did stuff like that. They like said that, like, oh, I'm not with so-and-so anymore, and their kids and the wife would get insurance, and then the other person wouldn't. I've heard that. So that's not the first time I've heard that type of scheme before.
That's how we do it in the hood.
But they'll actually come and investigate you because that person I know that did it got investigated, and that I think they're still battling that out. All right, MMIG says this is when you have to make a hard decision about what kind of business you want to be. That alone scares many away from full time. Many are doing fine just part time. It doesn't scare me. Like pushing forward, like figuring out what type of business I want to be or anything like that. It just puts a little more just strain and worry. Like I try to be the type of husband, dad, father, all that, where if something goes wrong, I got a quick answer, like, you know what I mean? But going full time, it's a little harder to come up with some of that stuff when you need it because you are your income, you know what I mean? And You never know. I see you floating away, Anthony, into the smell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. Lynn said that her grandkids played with the trains and gave them to her yesterday. She wrapped them up and put them away till she can display them. That's awesome. Glad to hear that. Yeah, we should be having some more good stuff here on Thursday, guys. That reminds me, we're having our second wholesale reseller bulk auction this Thursday on Nate's channel at 7 o'clock. It's going to be called by Hip Flippin' Mama. It's going to be a good time. I'll be putting together some more lots for you guys. Just out of curiosity, would you guys be interested in like authentic double-sided movie theater posters if I like dig through that stuff? I got to move like 2 really big like tube TVs off of the top of the tote I have them in. So if you guys aren't interested, I don't want to like put my back through that. But I probably should go through there and start selling some of those anyway. I got this one tube TV that's like actually it's branded Xbox on it. It's kind of cool. I got it for free at a community sale. I was going to use it for like my little TV down here, but everybody seems to like the pink Disney princess one, so I just kept it.
Goes with your facade over there.
Yeah, it does. Big strong man, little pink TV.
That is a. I mean, it is nice to have something small like that to test, video games and stuff on, because unless you buy a certain kind of box or whatever for your flat screen or whatever, it's not going to work. Because, and I don't even know if the one I bought worked, because I bought one for my big screen, and I don't know if it worked or not, but I brought it to my son's room and it worked because it was a smaller TV. So I don't even know. So that's why it's probably partially because why the older, smaller TVs are worth what they are, because it's like the old school days, like you're in your room and just gaming.
We need to have a moment of silence for Kelly's shipping scale. Just croaked on her. That sucks.
I'm always worried about that too, with my Amazon shipments, especially the big heavy 50-pound ones. So like, I always think to myself, man, is that going to be able to keep rolling? Because if not, I'll be SOL, like shipping wise, especially now, like with Amazon being shut down. Like I'd have to figure out how to basically buy a shipping scale, because I can't buy one at Staples locally. My Staples is closed from what I hear.
Dude, look what my mailman did yesterday. This was a package I had out there. He tore off pretty much the entire label, left like a little corner of it there, and just left it on my porch. And every time I put something up, it kills my green screen.
What?
Nice.
Shout out to Jenna.
Yeah,
I hope she's doing good. I haven't seen her and talked to her in a while.
Yeah, she was on with Victoria last night. She seemed like she was in a lot of pain. So definitely going to be keeping her in prayer.
I feel for her.
I know what it's like to live with like just agonizing pain 24/7. It sucks. So in my prayers, Jenna.
Yeah, I'd have to try and use a kitchen one for my small stuff, but I don't. Usually I ship everything I ship's like a couple pounds, or unless it's a clothing item, it might be under a pound. One of my merch fill items is under a pound right now, but other than that, it's been rough. So I need to get like a really good scale.
I started with a kitchen scale, and then for large items, I had a bathroom scale. And then I was like, yeah, if I'm doing this for real, I need to just like invest and get a real scale. So then I bought one. But yeah, for like the longest time, I was using a kitchen scale and a bathroom scale.
Yeah, because the bathroom scale would just basically round up the nearest pound or whatever. I mean, that wouldn't be bad, but I mean, technically for reselling, that'd be fine, because I mean, if you think about anything over a pound, you know what I mean, you're paying the rounded up weight anyway to 2 pounds or whatever. If it was, say it was 1.9 pounds, you're paying a 2 pound rate no matter what. So you know it's no big deal. Yeah, it thinks I bought a new computer 5 days ago. It shows it's not shipped, but states I should get it by April 8th. I need that computer. And I've heard that computers are like getting hard to get, even the parts.
If that's the case, I need to start harvesting these laptops I have over here.
Yeah,
I literally have 4 or 5 laptops that need to be parted. Like I've been bagging up parts past couple weeks, and I have parts that are ready to go that just need listed. So should probably start doing that because I've harvested some pretty good computers that were broken. So should have some pretty in-demand parts.
Kelly says, "Yeah, I need one of those large boxes for Amazon too." Yeah, exactly. I have to put mine like almost like perfectly on the scale, or it's like one side sags, and then it's just like touching the floor, and that ain't gonna work. So I have to definitely figure. I definitely need a better scale. I bought a Dymo at that rummage sale, but I think the battery inside the battery compartment was corroded.
Cajun, he just said he's got 3 laptops in his storage and don't know what to do with them. They don't work. Okay, so I probably should do a video on this. Maybe maybe we'll do like a live hangout and I'll just rip a laptop apart so you guys can see how to do it. You really don't have to be handy to do it because I'm seriously one of the least handy people you'll ever meet. What I do, and I think my wife might have taken my little toolbox somewhere, but I have a little toolbox I keep near my little workstation, and I'll literally just pull that out and it has like everything you would need in there. And it'll work great.
Kelly, you can go through Anthony's affiliate. I think you have a scale on your thing. I don't know if those.
Yeah, I do.
Work. Do you know if the affiliate links still work?
Should. I haven't heard that it doesn't.
I thought
I'm gonna have to go in there and like really do some research on it to see if I need to update that into like the store format that you were talking about or not.
Yeah, I think that's what, because if I was reading that right, like the link, because I don't even get that little thing on the top of the screen that I used to get anymore, where it's like an extension. I could just like basically just like go to a page, ask for an affiliate link, and then I can copy and send it or whatever, and then I get credit for it. They basically, Amazon shut down the links, especially from what I heard. They shut down the links or asked people to stop, like basically like pushing sales to them because they're so behind or whatever, that they actually stop giving you credit or whatever on doing that or whatever. But also they also switched that new system where it's like it's almost like a Amazon like link page. So you'd have like a picture of say Anthony, and it would be like Pittsburgh, and then it would like have everything like in his link store right there. You know what I mean? That you have affiliate links for.
Mm-hmm.
So people can see like everything that you've made for those or whatever.
Do you know how to set that up? Have you tried?
No, I haven't dug into it. Probably gonna do that either Saturday or actually might do it tonight. I can do that tonight.
I'm gonna Google it real quick. Amazon affiliate programs.
But if you're tearing apart a laptop, main 3 things you're gonna want to keep in it is hard drive, RAM. Most of them won't have a video card unless it's an older one, and if it's an older one, it probably won't be worth much anyway. Motherboard, but you can sell the motherboard and the case together. That's what I used to do. I'd keep it together, so this way, you know what I mean. Like, if you take out a computer part, you have to have anti-static bags. If you don't have the anesthetic bags, they can basically shorten, and then you have a bad piece of electronic.
The great thing about parting out computers, now it does take some time to be able to do it, but you make so much more than the computer is actually worth by parting it out, like considerably more. So if you have the time and you have a computer, just sit there and take it apart. The nice thing is inside, let me see if I can grab one of my little bags here. I have stuff. Luckily, I just have it like under this table over here. So, for example, the nice thing is most of the parts that you're going to find have some kind of label, like identifying like what they are around it. This is probably not a good one that's blue, but let me find something that's not blue. Okay, so here's the disk drive, right? And I think there's probably more parts that need to be done on this, but it'll like literally tell you what it is. So that's the nice thing. So for the most part, you just need a screwdriver for a lot of these parts, and almost all of them have identifying marks on them and stuff like that. So parting out computers is always something that's worth doing.
Oh yeah, especially right now, like Harry, welcome. Nice to see you.
Oh, Harry.
Thanks for joining us. He says
Henry's here.
I'm Henry. I'm sorry. I apologize. Most electronics are in demand right now, in games, etc. Exactly. A lot of people, looking for stuff to do, and some people need a laptop or whatever, and just have to get it fixed. So, the parts. I mean, new parts right now are definitely up in value because people are trying to build their own computers and stuff like that.
Yep.
And the parts are going up, so people might start buying. The used parts will probably go up in value as well because people are gonna be like, "Well, I can't afford that right now because of all the stuff going on." They'd rather just buy a new hard drive or get some more RAM or whatever. So definitely worth checking out if you got anything laying around. And games are always valuable, so they're going to go definitely be up in price as well.
Nate, you'd probably be better suited to answer Tracy's question. T's flips. He's basically asking how you test to ensure that it works or the part is not the problem. Is you're better suited for computer stuff?
I mean, if the laptop itself isn't working, as you're taking it out or whatever, I mean, honestly, it's like a 50-50 dice roll. There's no really way to test that. The hard drive, you can plug it into a desktop or another laptop, and basically see if it boots. RAM, you can pop out, and as long as it's the same type of RAM in your laptop that you have, you can pop that in to see if it reads and things like that. You can go in your settings and check that out. But honestly, if it's like, say, like a motherboard or if it has a video card or like a network wireless card, I mean, it's really a dice roll, to be honest with you guys. There's no way to really test it unless you have like a similar computer that's working that you can take with that piece out and pop it in, or that was your laptop, that okay, it just has a bad hard drive and everything else is good. So yeah, I mean, like when I used to work at Staples, and unless the customer kind of told us what was wrong with it, if it was like a dead in the water computer, we weren't able to really understand what to fix because unless we just bought like the one part and put it in and then boot it up and see if it works. So it's kind of the same thing for the most part. You just have to trial and error and see if you have something that's similar, you can try it out on that. If not, it's a but for the most part, the things that go bad in the computers for the most part, it's gonna be the motherboard, hard drive. Those are two things that usually just die out on you. Motherboard usually from being hot, like if you have it on your lap and you're covering the vents, it'll burn up. Hard drive just from overuse because that thing is spinning unless you have a solid state, which solid state's should never go bad. But it seems like a lot of returns. I mean, honestly, for the cost of what you can buy a broken laptop for, and the return that you could see, it's worth it.
All the ones I have, I got for free. I don't ever pay for broken laptops, but like when somebody says they have one that they're getting rid of, or it's broke, it doesn't work, then I'll take them and I'll harvest. I don't mind doing that. I mean, like I said, I still have several that I haven't even touched that I've had for probably a year. I have a few that, whenever my death pal was low, I started harvesting, but, whenever I have like good quality inventory that I can list, I normally don't go back in and mess with stuff like that. Like I call those like project jobs. On certain days where I don't have a lot of inventory or whatnot, and I don't have a whole lot I can do to be productive, those are the days where I decide, well, today's a project day. And what that means is I'm going to completely part out one laptop today. And that'll be like my goal for the day. Obviously I do all my shipping. That's non-negotiable. I do the morning show. That's non-negotiable. But then like what I need to accomplish before I'm done for the day is completely parting out a laptop, or, it might be one day going and actually busting out those movie posters and getting those listed, or at least making lots for the bulk auction for other people to be able to list them, since I really don't feel like it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Nantink says, how do I know whoever buys my whole hard drive can't get my personal info? If you have a computer that's dead, like the hard drive is dead, if you have someone that has a desktop or, like I said, the same laptop, you can plug that in, and then you can actually wipe, like if it's on you can plug it into a desktop, you can actually wipe that hard drive back to either factory, or you can just wipe it all together. And then it's, you could turn in what they call a slave drive, is what they call it, because it's, it's not the main drive which has the operating system. It's based like an extra storage drive, so they call that a slave drive. And you can literally just delete everything off of that, so there's nothing on there at all. And then whoever would get it can just put a fresh Windows on there, and then all your personal data should be going off of that. I mean, it would take someone, a lot of computer training to really pull anything back off of that, and know how to pull something that was erased back off there and pull it, bring it back to life.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you're worried about somebody getting your personal info and you don't know how to do it, just don't sell the hard drive. That simple. Like, sell the other stuff.
What up, Justin?
Justin Jacobs.
Say one overslept. My wife.
Gary's in the house.
Who'd you say?
Wes Max, Gary.
Oh, what up, Gary?
Oh, yeah, touche. I didn't even think of that. Landshark Picker, he goes, is a good source for computer questions.
That's true.
He is one of the guys I'll reach out to, like, whenever I have questions like that. So he's definitely a good source of information. But my cat here, he's going to show us how to destroy inventory systems. Is that right, kitty cat?
Yeah, that is true too. Like, if you got some type of like super software, you might be able to like really, really delete it for good. But if you just do a simple wipe, they could still, like, if somebody really wanted to get your information, they could. So just keep that in mind. You know what I mean? Like, really look into it, get some software that will really like make it like impossible for them to really pull it off of there.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah, I mean, typically I'm not really worried about it, because the only time I'm parting out stuff like that, it's other people's stuff. So, and to be honest, like, most people aren't buying parts with the idea of, okay, I'm gonna get this and steal somebody's like identity or something crazy like that. They're just trying to get computers to work so that they can resell them. And most of the people that do that, they have a completely wiped factory clean, so it's like a new computer for whoever gets it. So that's typically the situation you'll be dealing with. And for me, like, because like I don't know a whole lot about the internal workings of a computer or anything like that. So for me, if it's not going to work, I'm just going to return the or refund the person. You know what I mean? Like, because I'll make considerable money off of all of the parts to where, you know, it's basically free money to me. You know what I mean? So if it doesn't work, then I'm okay with dealing with that return.
LSP said, I used to buy used and broken laptops on eBay to part out. You'd be amazed what was left on some hard drives. I wouldn't doubt it. You know what I mean? Like, I really wouldn't doubt what you'd see, because some
With
people
those
just
hard
don't.
drives, Craig invented the dark web. No, I'm just kidding.
So that's what you do in your spare time, Eric. Go
What's
back,
up, Glenn? Swamp
go back,
Picker's in the house.
go back on hard drives, huh? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
What up, Glenn? Nice to see you, buddy.
Dude, Craig, I saw your live stream yesterday with Baby Land Shark for like a minute 15. Did he like go like accidentally live, or what was going on there?
Baby Land Shark?
Mm-hmm.
Who's Baby Land Shark?
It looked like Craig went through a time machine. It was his kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was just sitting there, and I'm thinking, like, does he know he's live? And it went for like I think like a minute and 15 seconds, and then it like shut down.
But I think we're starting to.
Craig says he won't be sitting down anytime soon.
Yeah, there's definitely some gold in laptops too. I think there's platinum too. I think I might be wrong. I might be wrong about that, but definitely gold. But I think there might be. No, I don't think there's any platinum in them. I think that's something else I'm thinking of. But yeah, I mean, there's gold in old TV sets too. I mean, everything got a little piece of something in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely you can melt that down, save it. I know people that would, scrap it. Like, they would actually pick up a bunch of TVs and parts like that, and like literally break them open and scrap them. I mean, with what gold and silver is going to be at here shortly, I mean, it's a good time to try that as a little side hustle too, like to make some money. I mean, there's not a lot of gold in there, but
yeah,
I mean,
it's just there's money in trash. You know what I mean? Like, because all of the laptops I have is literally somebody's trash that they didn't realize there was like, you know, a couple $100 bills inside of their garbage can. You know what I mean? Like, once you finally get everything parted out, especially on the higher in demand models and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like my aunt and uncle gave me, I think, 4 computers. 2 of them I've already gutted. I still have 2 left that need gutted. And out of the one I actually have listings up for, I've sold a good bit of the parts and did well on it. Like on the one that I actually listed stuff for, I've probably made close to $200 just on whatever parts I put up for it.
Yeah, that's what it was. Never-ending saga, Kevin. It was platinum in the Cant converters. That's right. But there is gold and I believe silver in laptops and TVs and stuff.
Hey, Cindy.
Landshark says it takes a lot of chemicals to process the precious metals out of circuit boards properly. Yeah, I'm sure it would. Sure that would take a lot, for sure. It's always a way you can turn trash to cash. It doesn't always have to be fancy or pretty, but there's ways to do it. It just depends on what you want to get involved in and you know what you can do. You know what I mean? Some people have, you know, little operations where they do stuff like that. Like I saw a picture of a guy's warehouse, like literally a guy's warehouse. I think it was like a 10,000 square foot warehouse, and it was just full of TVs that people like he just picked up on the side of the road and stuff, and monitors and stuff. And they were all the gold was taken out of them, but the TVs were just left. And he rented the place, and the guy who rented out to went to open the doors, and that's what he found was all these like TVs and stuff. So, I mean, how mad would you be if you're renting out a building to somebody, 10,000 square foot building, and that's all you see was these like thousands upon thousands, tens of thousands of TVs just gutted and just like everywhere. Like there was just like small little pass, like to walk
Yeah.
like down like rows, and he would just strip them out. So yeah, that's crazy. What up, Cindy? Nice to see you.
Is that a Maltese you got there, Cindy? I just see white fluff. If so, we have 2 Maltese.
But I think we're gonna wind it down. I know Anthony's got some packing to do. I
got a lot of packing to do today.
I gotta get to work here shortly. So, anything you want to say, Anthony, before we shut it down?
No, I'm gonna film a vlog that I'll release on my channel today. So if you're not subscribed to Picksburgh, go over and either click my link in the description down below, or just look up Picksburgh. You'll find me. So I'll have a vlog released today, and tomorrow morning we'll be on my channel 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the show with Uncle B's Old School Flips and Stroke of Luck. And speaking of those guys, they have a show that they do at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. So I really want to encourage you guys to go show them some love today, and just check them out. You guys will get to meet them firsthand on the show tomorrow, but definitely make sure you go show them some love. And we got D Flipping Particles, who goes live at noon, or as she would say, 20 minutes ish. She dropped a link for it, so I appreciate you doing that, D. That makes it easy for us to get people over your way.
Before everyone leaves, please click that thumbs up. It helps with YouTube algorithm. And if you could, the little comment of something maybe you want to see, or just say, hey, great show, or hey, bad show, whatever you want to say, just drop some comments, and that all helps with the YouTube, algorithm and everything with that. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. We will see you tomorrow on Anthony's channel with some awesome guests. And don't forget our auction that we're going to be having on Thursday on my channel as well. Here for that. We're also looking for people that maybe want to do a couple lots too. And so we can have some extra people on. So if you want to do that, just get a hold of me or Anthony. And
Johnny's asking a question real quick. I want to make sure I answer it before we sign out.
All right.
You just need to go to your business policies, Johnny, and you'll be able to change however many days you want it to be.
Or you can do bulk edit all your listings as well. You could
that's only if you don't have the business policies. If you have business policies, you need to do it through there, because I couldn't do the bulk edit option, and I was like, I don't know what to do. So I finally just called eBay, and they're like, yeah, you have business policies. Just go into your business policies, and you can just click on them and adjust them there. So it was actually really easy. It was actually a little bit easier doing it that way than the bulk edit, I think.
All right, Henry. Thank you. He says you got this. Wash hands. Good vibes. Appreciate that.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, everyone. Have a great day. See you later.